What a Catch, Part 108, a Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction. If you have not heard the previous 107 parts of this story, you can find a link to them in the description box below. If you find the narration speed to be either too fast or too slow, you can adjust it by hitting the settings wheel on the video. If you haven't already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and comment down below in support. 3 days passed after de-evilizing Adrian, but Chloe couldn't help but worry. Sure, he might be someone else's husband, but he was still her Adrian. He and Marinette even got into a fight over whether or not she should be a bridesmaid or groomsman at the wedding. She was the one who patted him on the back in the dressing room after Marinette ran away. It was only natural that she worried about him now, even if it was only ever going to be platonic. Now she found herself sitting on a park swing, rocking herself slightly back and forth as an empty feeling pressed onto her stomach. She was practically useless in this world. She was practically useless in his world. After so many years of longing and pining, this was the reward she earned?
It's rare to see you like this.
Chloe looked up to see Nino standing above her. What do you want? She asked.
Calm down, dude. His voice carried a light chuckle. I'm just checking up on you.
So what? Marinette sent you? The light smile on his face didn't change.
No, Nate.
She felt her heartbeat quicken. Nathaniel did?
Yeah, I brought you up and he and I talked for a bit.
About what?
The person you used to be.
Oh. She could only imagine the things he said about her. Nate's body language toward her the past few days told her more than enough about the relationship between them. She had no chance.
Disappointed?
Why do you ask?
It's no secret you like him.
While Chloe could have shot back a retort, she didn't. It's funny, isn't it? She began, pulling out her phone. Here we are, lining up to go to battle with Hawkmoth, and I'm worried about getting my heart broken. Ridiculous. There are more important things to think about. Don't you agree?
No.
She shot him a puzzled, yet frustrated look. Huh?
I've never experienced a real heartbreak in the way you're talking about, so I don't know what to tell you. But if Alia had even a slight cold, I'd let it weigh on my mind regardless of whether Hawkmoth was in Paris or sitting on the couch next to me.
His words caught her off guard. You two are so sickly in love, it's disgusting.
I know. It's okay to be jealous.
Nino smirked, adjusting his glasses. He circled around and gave her a push, startling her.
Will we see you for dinner?
Chloe hesitated a moment. Sure.
Great! I can't wait!
A pit formed in her stomach as a weight lifted off her shoulders. While the conversation relieved her, she wasn't confident enough to talk to Nathaniel on her own. The tickle in her throat and the sensation in her fingers testified of her anxiety. She wasn't used to being insecure anymore. It reminded her of the teenage years where she'd get akumatized. Chloe closed her eyes, battling away the thought. No, she wouldn't let herself go there. The last thing she wanted was to be of help to Hawkmoth. If that happened, she'd never get to be part of the gang again. She was an outsider, even now, as a consequence of her younger self's actions. She stood up and brushed off the leaves on her shoulders. The park was a tapestry of red and yellow, with green grass patches here and there. It was a beautiful October New York ideal, and the thought made her smile. She'd thought Alia crazy to marry in September before the leaves turned, as fall colors went better with her hair for the wedding photos. The detail didn't matter much now, but it was relevant to her. If anything, it was a shame she didn't get to design Alia's dress. Marinette hadn't done it because of the Akuma's influence, and Chloe didn't get to design Marinette's dress years ago for obvious reasons. The thought sent her into thinking about the future. Before they saved Adrian, she and Marinette pretended to go into a design project together. Would that still happen? Would they become colleagues who went out to dinner and had Christmas parties together? It sounded like an ideal life. If there was anything Chloe craved for, it was friends. The real kind, that is. Showing up exhausted after work to have drinks with other couples, smiling as her partner slid out a chair for her, happy to see her. How many more Christmases would pass before she had that? Would she ever? The thought made her flag down a taxi, remembering advice a teacher once told her. Nobody gets the chance to make new old friends. The weight of those words rang true now more than ever, and Chloe didn't want to lose what little she had. If that meant patching things up with Nate at the cost of her pride, so be it. Anything to stay with the people she was with. After everything that happened, they were more important than family, and she wanted to keep it that way. Thank you so much for listening. Part 109 will be available shortly. In the meantime, you can check out these other videos. I'll catch you next time.